most people buy their property in spring, right? When the gardens are looking cute. Is it a good time to buy property now?
Well, I think when people ask me, Matteo, when is a good time to purchase a property? Yeah, of course, in the spring, the property will look better. But when it is the best time to buy a property, I think that the best time to buy a property is when you are ready to it, because there are many people that rent properties in London, and I have some clients that have been seeing properties with me for 5 years, and they never purchase it. They never purchase anything. I think it's very important that if I was a buyer, I wouldn't think about how is the market, it's gonna be better, it's gonna be better in 1 month, it's gonna be better in 1 year. I think life is one, you need to purchase a property when you are ready to purchase it. So there is not a season better than the others. But coming back to that, to your question, of course, springs is better in a sense that the gardens looks better, especially when you're selling or letting a property with garden or with balcony. So yes, the picture will look better, but if you have a good photographer, they use Photoshop, they can
I think realistically, when it comes to the right time for a lot of people, I think they just need to understand whether or not it's good for them. It's not good for the agent, it's not good for anybody else. They need to understand that themselves. Now, if they do, and they make sure that they're going towards what they're personally looking for, finding the right time, having the right time, there's never the right time. You've just got to go for your gut feeling. I think realistically, when we sort of say, right, when you're ready, you need to be understanding, first of all, whether or not you've got enough money to do it. That's the main thing. But at the same time, you need to make sure that you feel that it's the right time for you. You know, the market, obviously, the market trends when it comes to London, it fluctuates all the time. And it really does. Everyone knows this. But does that depend on when you buy a property? No. It depends on whether or not you want to buy it at that time. So the question that you put across is a very, very tricky one to answer, just because it's very interesting to say, well, look, would I say, well, when the market sort of crashes, would that be the best time to buy? Probably would say yes, but is it the right time for that person? That's up to them, you know, that's completely up to them.
It's very difficult to predict the market. So it's from 2014 that experts says the market will crash sometime. It never crashed since 2014. The news never really gave importance to that, but the price did go down. 2 years ago, the price went down in London. Then once Boris Johnson got elected in January last year, then you can like it or not, the market actually started to get a boost. Why? Because there was stability. People were starting to buy again, and the price were going up despite Brexit. Okay, the pandemic, of course, affected the market. For how long the pandemic will affect the market? We don't know, because if it's true that now we have a vaccine that will cure all the population, I don't see why the market would crash.